Your guts. Playoffs. Can you say, Matt? Wildcard round 2017. Fist back. Sophisticated. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I've been a little weak on the interviews this year, and I admit that. There's no interview today. Basically, I wrote out an elaborate, page worth of awesome questions and talking points to make an interview with the Hoff. And I just assumed he was going to be ready to go. Well, he's still in New York. He's talking up some bigwigs right now, and apparently I'm not high on the list, if you know what I'm saying. Which sucks. So, lesson learned. Next time, check to see if the guy's available before I write the questions. And then after that, I said, you know what? I'm not going to write more questions. I'm not going to spend another half an hour coming up with a Greenberg-esque list of questions to talk to a different GM about. Sorry, boys, but at least I'm here, and it's Wednesday, and the podcast is coming, and this one, guaranteed. You look at that little number right there on your screen. Guaranteed it's single digits. Single digits. It's a minute 42. I can take my time. Done my homework. It's only 4 games to prep for. Let's jump right into it. Get a drink. Cheers to another great season, guys. For some of us, it's come to an end already. Pollock, Laffy, Miracle, and Slots. Cheers to the lotto. Cheers. Oh, another cheers here. How about a cheers to the division winners? Mangold, Reggie, Democracy, and Mangold. Oh, Tufts, the champ. Champs, yep. Cheers, boys. Congratulations. Playing for free next year, except for Reggie, and you're in it till next weekend. Enjoy, sit back, feet up. Ooh, that's good stuff right there. All right, so it's a little dark, as you might have noticed, in my studio here. It's called ambiance. It's called setting the mood, because the first game on the docket is the number 5 seed, Fist, at home. Banged up, bruised in the heart. I made some big moves this year. I'm still happy about a lot of them. I've been texting with Reggie a little bit about some of those moves, and I like him a little more than he does, but I definitely haven't improved my roster over the course of the season. But I feel like I'm more sort of on a level playing field than others might think, as opposed to being worse. Injuries have hurt me. Injuries like not even to my players. A-Rod goes down, and Jordy has been unplayable. Long story short, I'm not going to sit here and get into the whole sob story, but it's been a rough year of late. Lost to Slots last week, limping into the playoffs. But there are some decent matchups on the docket. I mean, I'm hoping Kirk has a big game against a pretty crappy secondary in Dallas tomorrow night. Get off to a lead, because I think I'm going to need it. First game, Fist versus the Hoff. broken it down real simply. Quarterback, halfback, wide receiver, tight end, defense / kicker. Who's got the edge? Quick little synopsis, prediction, score, off we go. Projected scores are the Hoff with 128 and the Fist with 141. This is sort of a theme throughout this week here. There is only one game where the projections reflect how I feel as far as an outcome. There's a couple games that I think are sealed up pretty good. Well, I'm not calling for too many close. I'm not calling for really close games, but the projections, ESPN projections, are for somewhat relatively. Like these guys that are the 12th seed, 128 projected for the 12th seed. That's bullshit. It sucks. But anyways, let's get into this. QB, I've got a push here. Slight edge to the Fist, maybe. But I gotta, Goff's been great. I think they're playing Arizona. I'm gonna stick with the push there. Cousins is unpredictable and he's not dependable. Halfback, the Hoff takes it there for sure. I mean, I'm not even gonna have to get into it. Deion Lewis has been playing great. Jamal Williams is coming into his own in Green Bay there. Excuse me. Wide receiver. This is surprising. I'm giving this to the Hoff. Zay Jones is had a couple nice weeks in a row. A few. Cooks is just stud. And then my wide receiving core has it's just had some bad luck. Jordy, like I said, he's in the lineup this week. That's where I'm stuck. I'm going to play Jordy. I'm playing Gore. Crabtree gets suspended, which just really, that's a game changer. If Crabtree's in this game, it's a different story. There's not as much worry. The lights are on, and I'm probably having a coffee instead of a scotch. But that being said, I like Michael Thomas. He's a solid guy. He's not a flashy guy, though. He's not going to get you those huge games. But he gets you double digits, between 10 and 20 points every week, which is all I ask out of a starting top wide receiver number one. I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling, and I'm hoping it's a bit of Polican, like internally, subconsciously going on here. But I'm calling a Hoff upset here over the Fist with a score of 142 to 131. I feel like Hoff's players are sort of just rounding into form. Deion Lewis, Zay, like I said, Jamal Williams. These guys are just rounding into form and they're scoring points and their roles are increasing right at the right time for him. And it's kind of the opposite for me. So I'm calling Hoff here, unfortunately. All right, next game. Excusez-moi. Number 11, Watt at number 6, Ham. Projections are 117 for Watt, 139 for Ham. Still, 117 for a 11 seed is a pretty solid projection. I've got Hammer with the QB edge. I've got Watt with the halfback edge. I like Sam G. Perrine, especially this week. They're banged up at running back, and he's a solid back, man. I like Perrine. I've been had my eyes on him since he was at Oklahoma a couple years ago, and for the last few years, I've had my eye on him, and I've liked him. He's a strong dude, strong runner. He's a really strong dude. Like weights in the weight room, he's a freak apparently. He's just a short, solid, kind of like I don't know, like Doug Martin on steroids kind of thing. Kind of like MJD's bigger younger brother, kind of like that style of a runner. And he's got better hands than people give him credit for too. Anyways, oh man, there goes the double digits. Oh man, there it goes. Bye bye. Double digits. Under 20. Under 20. Right now, I'm calling it. I'm telling you right now. We're almost halfway done the games. It's under 20. Easy. Wide receiver, Hammer. Got Lockett in there. I haven't really looked at Lockett lately. He's been scoring points. I don't know. Didn't do my homework on him. But Keenan Allen is just he's a stud muffin. I can't remember who the Chargers are playing this week. It doesn't matter though. Oh, Cleveland, I think. I think Cleveland. So, Keenan could, he could catch 10 balls in the first half, and they're going to run the ball the rest of the game. That's a little foreshadowing for the Township game coming up. But I got Hammer with the wide receivers. I got Watt with his defense / kicker combo. Tight end Hammer all day long with Gronk. It's just a better squad. Like I said, I like Perrine. I like the defensive kickers positions for Watt. I like, I think he's going to put up some points there. And he's got really high rankings for those guys. Like his top 5, I believe, for his defense. But I think that Russ, I made a note. Russ he's playing Philly. It's a great team, but I mean that just to me tells me it's at home. It just tells me that he's gonna have to be relied upon for moving that offense, and they're gonna have to score some points. Excuse me. He's gonna be running more than he maybe usually does. Definitely gonna have to pass the ball a lot. I think Russ gets points. I think Russ is gonna have a big game. What else do I got here? I like the Keenan Rudolph combination. Gronk. I mean, I think Rudolph's gonna have a big game too. They're playing New Orleans. No. Minnesota plays Falcons, so they're gonna have to score some points. They'll be throwing the ball. I got Ham at 152 to 129, so I believe they're both gonna overscore their projections a bit there. So I got Hammer moving on. Number 10, Sassy at number 7, Poop in the Urinal. I had to switch Poop in the Urinal and Township. For whatever reason, they had Township ahead of Poop in the Urinal. And it's just not right. Poop in the Urinal outscored Township. And there was 5 teams tied with the same record, so it goes to points 4. Therefore, Poop in the Urinal is a higher seed. So it's number 10, Sassy at number 7, Poop in the Urinal. And let's not forget that for all these home teams, there is that 5-point advantage. They are calculated into the projections that I've got here. So, FYI, if you're sitting at home panicking, don't forget the home field. The home field. It's in there. I got it. I'm on top of it. 112 for Sassy, 133 for Poop in the Urinal are the projections. I actually like Derek Carr over Andy Dalton, which isn't a huge surprise this week. I got halfback. I got Poop in the Urinal with, Kamara. I can't remember if he's got another halfback playing. Doesn't matter. Wide receiver. I've got Poop as well with Adam Thielen, Marvin Jones, Funchess, I believe, who's banged up. But I don't know. Doesn't matter. Tight end. I got Sassy. Now, defensive kicker, I got Poop there too. I've got Poop here. I don't think Poop's going to have a great game this week. I've got him winning 127 to 102. I think that Sassy's going to lay an egg. I wrote down that Sassy has too many guys that could throw a goose egg up. He's got a lot of guys that I just don't trust. Just not a lot of trust there. Not a lot of trust in that lineup. Like Allen for Baltimore, if he's going to play for him. He's got him in there right now. There's just guys in there I just don't trust. But so I think that all in all, I definitely don't see Poop dropping another 191 or whatever he did. But I do see him winning this game. Briz, number 9 Briz at number 8 Township. You'd think this would be the closest game on paper, but it's actually the projected to be the biggest uh, margin of victory of the week, and I agree. I have the same feeling here. I think this is going to be a beatdown of massive proportions. I've got QB, halfback, wide receiver, tight end, defense / kicker, all with powers. Every single position is an edge. And I mean, Powers has matchups, Chargers versus Browns, Phillip and Melvin Gordon versus the Browns. It's just, I think this is going to be this is my biggest line of the week. 159, 109. Township. So I've got Hoff upsetting the Fist. I've got Hammer, Poop in the Urinal, and Township all taking care of their business and moving on. So for Mangold, who's got the #1 seed, basically for the guys that are sitting and they're waiting idly by. Earlier in the week, sorry, I'm rambling around here. Earlier in the week, I had a gut feeling that there's going to be some upsets this week. I was like, man, it's tough to pick a winner here. But then when I analyzed it closer today, I don't see Watt upsetting Ham, and same with the other two guys. The only upset I see happening is Hoff over me. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Under 20 record. Cheers, boys. Good luck to everybody that's in the first round of the playoffs. Don't forget that I will be editing the waivers. I've got it on the league page. It's written under rules, but the lottery guys are always going to be on the back end of the waiver order. So it's going to be each week that, so right this week, for example, seeds 5 through 16 are going to be ahead of seed, the 1 to 4. Sorry. The 4 lotto guys who are not in the playoffs are at the end of they pick 13th to 16th in the waiver order. And then from there, it just goes from the lowest seed to not so much the lowest seed. Yeah, the lowest seed to the highest seed in that order. Then next week, it'll do the same thing. So whoever gets eliminated moves to the back. And it'll be the lowest seed left to the highest seed left. And then after that, it'll go in the regular lowest seed to worst team to best team that's been eliminated. Terrible job explaining that, but just read the league page. All right, guys. Cheers. Good luck. Playoffs. BG.